6.3 is composition of functions with x. So we've talked about how to do compositions where we're putting one function's inputs output into the other function as an input and looking at that output. So it's basically like you got two machines. In one machine, you dump something in, it spits something out. You take whatever that spits out and you throw that into another machine and you look at its output. Now, those are with whole numbers or real numbers, and so it's a little bit more concrete. Here, we're going to look at it using some abstract pieces where we're putting in a value that's a variable. We're putting in x. Okay, so we see this is one way to write a composition. Again, what I want to emphasize is what we're looking at is plugging something into the g function here. And what we're plugging into the g function is this right here. We're plugging in the f of x function, which is this value right here. So this value, I want you to think about, is going in here. It's not a numerical value, it's a polynomial. So what I would tell you to do is to write it like this. So take that value and to plug that in right here. So if I look at this function right here, what I would tell you to do is where you see the variable, leave some space, because that is the g function, and we are plugging this into it. So it's going to be -3, leave some space, because that's where the x is, plus 12. And what goes in that space, this value right here, which is, let's use the same color, make it pretty, x squared plus x minus 1. At this point, we are just going to simplify the expression. We're going to do all the things algebraically we've talked about. We're going to distribute this -3 here. So it's -3x squared minus 3x plus 3 plus 12. Let's find if there's any like terms that we can add here. If there is, great. If not, we'll just rewrite it in standard form, -3x squared minus 3x. Let's put these guys together, plus 15, heart it or box it. So as we get a little bit spicier, we may have to do multiple things. We're keeping it fairly mild here. Again, we have different notation. This notation here is the same as f g of x. And what I want to emphasize here is we are taking this g of x right here, which is this function, and we're going to plug that into the f function. The f function is right up here. Anywhere you see a variable of an x, you're going to leave some space. So negative sign, let's use some space here, plus 6. That's this f function, and this guy right here is going to go right in its place. Another way to think about it is this, f of 2x squared plus x plus 2. That's what you're going to try to put in. That's the g function here. So it goes here, 2x squared plus x plus 2. Just make sure you distribute the negative sign here. So this is minus 2x squared minus x minus 2 plus 6. Let's combine like terms. Let's just make sure we do that. So we're going to combine what kind of terms are alike. Minus 2x squared minus x minus 2 plus 6 is 4. Heart it or box it. Two more problems I want to talk about, just slightly spicier, same idea. I want you to take this outside function and plug in the g function, which is this right here. So negative x plus 3. That's going to go here and here. That's why this is a little bit spicier problem. So going to have to make sure you put it in 3 spots. What we're going to do here is we're going to rewrite it as 3. Give yourself some space. X squared plus 6. Give yourself some space. X plus 5. Okay, so we got some algebra here that we're going to have to deal with. Let's use this color red here. Negative x plus 3. Negative x plus 3. Remember, that's what we're plugging in there. So let's talk about order of operations first. We got this guy here. So this actually means negative x plus 3, negative x plus 3 times 3 plus, let's distribute this 6 right away. So that's going to be a minus. Let's do that. Let's go here. So let's go minus 6x and then plus 18 plus 5. So we'll simplify a little bit as we go. Here, make sure you pay attention. We're going to FOIL this. Don't just try to make each of those square. That's not how it works. So when we FOIL this, let's leave the 3 out front with these parentheses here. And now let's FOIL this. This is going to be a positive x squared. This is going to be a minus 3x. This is going to be a minus 3x. Remember, we're doing this kind of idea. FOIL. And then the last one is going to be plus 9. Can we combine any of these things here? Sure. So minus 6x plus 23. Okay, one more thing here, so don't get too hasty. You got to distribute this 3. And before we distribute it, we could probably combine these. So this is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Distribute that 3. So it's 3x squared minus 18x plus 27 minus 6x plus 23. Put them all together. Just get super excited here. We got 3x squared. We put it in standard form. We got that's gone. We got that right there to deal with. So how about a little minus 24x gone? And then the 27 and the 23, that's going to be plus 50. Now that was exciting. A lot of work there. One more example. Again, you can fast forward this if you want to. I'll show you a shortcut on this example. This is g of f of x. Really what it means, you guys, is it means we're going to take g and we're going to plug in this f of x function right here. That's what's going to go down here. And that f of x function is minus 2x minus 5. Okay, so the g function here, let's just make sure we write it with some space here. We got that squared, x squared plus 6 times x plus 2. And we're going to fill those pockets in with what you see right here. Minus 2x minus 5 minus 2x minus 5. Okay, so I want to show you a little shortcut here. To square this, what you're going to do, and you are going to do this. You're going to FOIL.
So here's how the shortcut works. You take this first term when you're foiling, and then FOIL the binomial, and you square it. So negative 2x squared is positive 4x squared. You take this last term and you square it, which is minus 5 squared, positive 25. Give yourself a little space here. We're gonna FOIL this. We know it should be a trinomial. Now this middle term here is the product of these two doubled because it happens twice. We're squaring it. So the product of these two is positive 10x doubled. So that's 20x. So this is going to be the trinomial here. Now here is just straight up distributive property. So plus a minus 12x plus minus 30 plus 2. We'll get rid of these parentheses. We'll just start combining some like terms here. So we got this 4x squared. That's going to go out front. And then we got this 20x minus 12x. That is positive 8x. Let's get rid of those. And then we got 25 plus minus 30 plus 2. So 25 plus minus 30 plus 2 is minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. Final, heart it or box it.